Yeah, I'm looking forward to kiti bakenbardami. They were strong competitors in Copenhagen, so they've been really committed to this Highlander scene. Excited to see what they can do here tonight.
Yeah, Nubi going in for an early bomb though, starts off on the mid, but got this sort of annoying wrangled sentry coming out from Kareek, just denying him on the point, but as I say that, Combos comes in, 3 picks already down. On the side of Liverpool, is keep having a strong performance here. It's going to try and walk the way onto the point, but the pick class is coming in quite strong, but return picks also coming in. So very kind of quick mid there for Kitty.
Yeah, sorry, thanks for taking that over. My game actually crashed, yeah.
Oh,
I'm back
God.
in. Yeah,
it begins.
Perfect timing. But I'm back in, and it looks like their Spy 4 Kitty is headed right behind the engineer, going to get that stab, puts him in a good spot to just at least threaten this medic, make him turn around, look backwards. Austin does get the pop off though for Liverpool in the fitting red, and they will be able to get the capture here to reclaim a little bit of this turf.
Yeah, I mean, Nubi trying to go for Pahan there, not going to find it, but Fridge going down on the side of Key, so James coming in with that sniper pick, as they're going to sit comfortably, sort of watching for the bombers here, trying to protect their sniper. Not really much of an ad either, so both medics going to be on even. I'm expecting maybe some sap plays to come in, or maybe just some slow walk on the point. Lightclaw getting picked off though.
Yeah, and right now the Liverpool team got a solid defense. It's a little early to park the bus, but you know, that is the circumstances here. Getting pushed into, you got to play defense, and they're doing just fine. They're gonna have their Uber charge up while Pahan working up on battlements, just with this pyro, not really getting pressured into.
I'm surprised we haven't actually seen a pause, because Lightclaw disconnected, so because that would have come like 2 minutes earlier, so that's kind of weird. But either way, yeah, they're going to try and walk to the point there, but obviously that's going to kind of impact their push. So Lightclaw quite a big player for them walking forward.
Yeah, they're trying to get aggressive here. Pluxa and Crime go over the top. Austin is forced to pop off here. Deli actually thrown sky high, not going to crater though as he comes down. Austin forced to back up though as the overcharge used on the other side.
He gets out though, he lives somehow. They just didn't chase it that. Like, that's what I mean, like Lightclaw not with them, a scout being there would have killed that medic, so that's all the class change that they need. And Boshi kind of just feeding here, but you know, either way, Pahan going to be going down. Liverpool have a really strong showing at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunate for Kitty, they weren't really able to get enough done there, really kind of shove the team back enough, get that capture, and that's what it comes down to. If you can't get the clock ticking down, then, well, nothing else really kind of matters. Psycho does get the sap on the gun, and Fridge does get the snipe on James, which will open things up a little bit here.
Yeah, they're going to try and play around the sniper now. I mean, looks like I'm really far forwards though, like Nubi with some decent damage onto the point does manage to kind of get out with his life, and now with Kareek going down as well, no minion, they just kind of walk in here. But I mean, they are against an Uberad. The scout comes in, not going to be good to chase the medic so far. I mean, they're going to try and get out, and there's only 3 up right now, actually, only the people that were Ubered, so still not really that successful with that.
Yeah, definitely really good for Kitty there, as Pahan was able to back up at about 60%. Liverpool kind of comes forward, kicks the ball around in the midfield, and then gives it back up, goes back to defense. Actually, not even defense, though, because they don't even control the point here, so it's more like they're back in their end, you know, kicking the ball around, trying to get forward here.
Yeah, you got some pressure on the point now from Olga. Nubi comes in with a big bomb, Pahan getting forced. The counter bomb comes out from Crime though, almost getting Austin. Austin needs to get out here though as the Uber comes in, but they're going to try and take this advantage forwards after this exchange, but point still looking for Kitty's side.
Yeah, 35 health on Austin there, put him in real danger, so he had to back up. It's good of them to go to get that pop off. Psycho goes down, their spy behind enemy lines. Got the teleporter entrance though, so that's still pretty helpful. They're going to push in here, taking control of the point. Ubercharge is popped off on Hugo. Right now, just getting the kill on Pluxa. That is the demo man for Kitty, our blue team. Crime coming in from the side. Austin now trying to back up here. He's actually getting gunned down by Marissa's sentry gun. The capture will get finished off, but Porter, a double stab on James and Kirik.
Yeah, the one thing they didn't really do with that Uber, double stab though. God, that was just lazy play there. Psycho taking that advantage, so I guess 2 picks for them, that's going to be big. But yeah, I was going to say, like, that's kind of a lazy Uber. I mean, they didn't really see where their medic was. They didn't really know what they were doing with it. I mean, Plugs are kind of fed for it. But I mean, either way, they're still going to hold this point and pound on 100%.
Yeah, right now Liverpool trying to get forward here, trying to push things out. They're working from battlements here. And, yeah, send the soldier in. Nubby just gets kind of shut down, though. Nothing happens. Heavy is out here. Kind of vulnerable. 265.
Even worse as well is the fact that they've got to deal with this level 3 from Marissa. Like, someone needs to focus that. They need to coordinate with their spy, which they're not doing. Nice stab from Porter, actually, onto Olga there to try and get that demo. Austin goes down, though, for the snipe. Pan is still sitting pretty on this side with his demo and his sniper. And they're going to try and play around the sentry gun. Like, Liverpool don't really have many answers for what Kiti's doing right now.
Yeah, it's just been a super solid hold from this corner. Kiti kind of showing their Highlander experience. Just been a really solid chokehold on this point. Desperation now as they're pushing forward, but an uber charge from Kiti. Russians gonna be able to shove Liverpool back, get them off the field, and take the first round here.
Yeah, you immediately know there's a problem when you see Porter with 26 points at the top of that round before it went to the bit where it could just kill people with crits. But yeah, they need to deal with this spy. Like, I actually didn't notice his impact that much personally, just from where I'm watching, but obviously he's dealing with a lot of the buildings, he's dealing with the people in the back, so yeah, they need to deal with this spy.
Yeah, right now in this mid-fight, Olga takes a pipe. Gonna be screaming for an arrow now. It's gonna have to come from all the way across the map. He does get it, though. First player down is gonna be Croy. Olga, though, also getting taken down. Here comes the spy. Porter is in. At the same time, he stabs James. Psycho getting a stab on Bashi, the heavy weapons guy, for Kiti. But they have managed to take control of the point. Oh, yeah, great bomb in.
Oh, see, that's typical newbie. That is the classic sort of newbie play. Just everyone on the point is the only one who just goes in, manages to somehow get the medic, and also Fridge. Well, Fridge kind of gets the return pick onto the sniper, but I mean, no heals for Kiti right now. I'm expecting Liverpool to just try and walk themselves in here.
Yeah, Liverpool has the uber charge, trying to get forward as soon as they can with it. Starting around the corner as well. Porter's going to see him, doesn't actually run into him. Oh, Olga did turn around. Oh my god, he still gets the drop!
Oh god. Even that happened as well. Newbie comes in with the bomb over the roof and kills the opposite medic. So these medics is not staying alive this round, it seems. And even through all that, though, Kiti's still holding on to the point. The point is the thing that matters, and his time is slowly getting down.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate for Austin, but at the same time, they have taken that turf. 50 seconds taken off the time. They haven't actually captured it yet, though.
They tried, but Plux is just doing his best to try and get him off with the sticks.
Still so weak. Croy and Kurik trying to just corner it real quick. Olga's there as well. Yeah, finally rounding the corner, getting those players on. There's about another 15 seconds or so that went down there. Porter does get a stab on the heavy weapons guy for Liverpool.
Yeah, I've noticed that Porter keeps going for the sniper as well. Like, they're not really doing that great of a job of protecting James here. Like, Fridge has just been kind of constantly alive from the spy, and this way, like, Cycle's been going for the other picks. As I say, I guess the medic, so maybe rather than the sniper focus, goes for that medic focus. But Liverpool needs to go off that fact.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, because it seemed like right away in the beginning, James got some good shots in. But if he's really getting focused, and you're just not going to have time to get shots. Right again, he gets stabbed there by Porter. But it is still Liverpool who are swarming forward onto this point here.
Yeah, they need to work on protecting Austin now, though. He's got 100% in the bank. So I'm expecting these bombs to sort of come in. They managed to kill the sentry, which is really good. So got to build up that level 3 once again. So it's going to delay their energy from doing that. But yeah, they're actually holding on this left side as well now. So that's even better. But they need to try and... They need more people here, I think, just to let this pressure in.
Olga with the lock and load, by the way, does get a huge shot on Pluxa. Bomb coming in from Crime. The Pyro Deli will be able to shove that away. Olga did get taken out there. Looked like it was Fridge with the snipe on him. Overcharge used as well. Liverpool not in control of the point, but control of the surrounding area. It is just Bashi up.
Yeah, Nubi, absolute beast of a player, like I was saying before, literally carries that entire fight, like bombs in, gets 2 picks, he manages to kill the NG as well, and then don't get some damage onto the scout before he dies to him, but doing so much damage to his team. Crime on the opposite hand, like on 9 points, actually still in single digit points, probably not doing as much for his team, Lightcore trying to carry it through with the damage, but needs to try and find some space there.
Yeah, Psycho with the snipe on Marissa. Engineer is a pretty helpful part of this whole operation, especially as the teleporter goes down now. And Liverpool losing their heavy. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's kind of just fed there, like, they need to try and just... They need to design for more on the point, there's so much damage coming in from the demo. Psycho gets a nice stab onto the sniper. I don't know why he was that far forward, and Uber comes out in return.
Yeah, pretty nice flank by Bashi as well, walking from underneath. Although as the scout rounds into him, all of these players turning back around, he gets swarmed into. His team losing the demo man, just like wasn't quite feeling confident enough to surge forward. Would have helped out Bashi quite a bit though, but now they are going to be able to take it. Capture does get finished, but there's a lot of pressure. Fight still going on the point here.
Yeah, Nobi again with the pressure. Yeah, like I'm getting forced.
Oh. They lose Pluxa there, but still going to get some work out of Light Claw from this. We do have a Wrangled Mini on the point.
Let's try to pressure in, trying to walk themselves in. The time hasn't even get itself out though. Oh, just hold a W onto the NG. They should have managed to get that, so it's going to be behind. It's going to be a pain for them. And Psycho going down as well. Oh, actually, no. Oh, yeah, Psycho going down actually, so that's probably just set them from behind. Still got the point pressure though.
Yeah, there was a big air shot by Newbie in there in the midst of all that. He's just continuing to frag hard. But yeah, interesting to see some of the different items that the teams are using here. Right now, Pluxa getting thrown backwards. He will survive that though. Newbie is sniped down. Olga very low, but soaking up some heals now. As Porter comes in, doesn't get the stab on the heavy weapons guy. Ducks away at just the right time. And Kitty trying to come in here with the recap. They still have the time lead as well.
Yeah, like once again, I kind of feel like the Liverpool Ubers aren't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're kind of just like doing it to scare them off, rather than actually go for like kills or like space or anything.
Right.
So they're not able to kind of hold on to the point for as long as they'd like. Bomb comes in.
Yeah, I mean,
that is shot.
Wow, nice dodges from Pahan, milking that out. As Austin doesn't quite have it yet, is about to have it, but now the charge is even. They're gonna round the corner. Olga sniped down. Austin gunned down by Light Claw. Huge plays. There's a bit of time on point, but we are into overtime. Nobody nearby. The shutter's open. The soldier's out. Sniper's here as well. Cap time's going to expire 2-0 for Kitty as bakenbardami.
He's doing so much for their team. That entire fight was just dictated by the fact that he was stood on that roof just constantly shooting Austin. Austin gets to 100% on the one frame that he gets it, and he just drops him on the exact same frame, so he wasn't able to right click. He was probably spamming the hell out of it, but still no Uber.
Yeah, you gotta hold it down. You know, that works as well. But Pahan sniped out of the gates by James Steven Gerrard, doing what he can to try to lift his team up.
Stab though comes in from Paul, doing some work in the backwards.
Oh, Crime whipping it to Newbie. Hasn't had the best moments, but you gotta take your victories when you can.
And Bossy trying to get him with some harmless self-promotion while he can in the chat. But Paul is still sitting on 53 points on the top of the scoreboards for them. Like, still have to deal with this spy. Kitty generally just having good sort of point control, and like their Ubers have been much better as well. Just looking for them to sort of continue that on, but Newbie managed to deal with Crime there.
Yeah, the bomb went around from Crime. He doesn't get credit for a kill, it's just the assist. But they were able to take out Olga, which is always, you know, Demo Man able to put out so much damage, so that will kind of stint the offensive push here. Fridge getting stabbed down.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big pick actually, because it means they can kind of just warm on this point. Like, you know, look how much cap time has got that one scout. Nobody trying to go in for the counter bomb. Managed to get a decent rocket onto Crime. They're still walk across the point though in the meantime, but this level 3 has actually been focused down, so you know, they're actually managed to get that pick.
Wow, great work from Newbie and Croy combining on Bashi to get the kill there with neither of them going down. Liverpool only without their heavy weapons guy. James getting the snipe on Fridge, so Kitty maybe in a bit of trouble here, but yeah, Pahan, nobody to Uber except for himself, now finds Light Claw, but still nothing to do with this.
I think that came from the fact that Pahan was getting focused by James. Like, I think he was kind of in a bit of a fear mode. The pyro and the demo were extended on the point, and he kind of just had to use to just live at that point, which I suppose is the fair play. Just kind of a bit of a trap there.
Yeah, and Uber charges are essentially even here as they move forward. Big attempt to clear off the roof from Kitty. They get Olga, but they've lost a few here. Kirik now going down, though, for Liverpool. So the numbers are even. Kitty just storming forward on the point, trying to just take it. Just craziness there. Fridge gets the snipes on James. James had a nice kill in there, though. Capture will go down for Light Claw.
They have a lot of players up though. I'm surprised they gave up that point so quickly after Newbie just got that med pick, but maybe it's just this level 3 fear again. Like, I mean, Rex has got the sentry up. They got to somehow deal with it, and without Spy being there to help, it's kind of hard.
Koth comes down to kind of, I don't know, a lot of, I don't know, raw emotions at how your team's playing. Oh my god, there was a trap on that corner. Austin didn't quite pop right away. The trap could have gone off, but it was too late. And a huge push in here from Liverpool. Austin goes down to Bashi.
Okay. Like the lack of comms on the heavy that was peeking under, that was interesting. And yeah, I guess that's overextension for you. And the level 3 didn't even die either. Oh, it was going so well for Liverpool in the first 10 seconds of that.
Yeah, a bit of an own goal there. Has kind of having some difficulties with that push. Seemed very successful, but Bashi behind, giving them some troubles. He gets the kill on Newbie. Both engineers now running on level 3s. Just interesting to see that that's switched up. And Spy getting out there trying to deal with that. That's Porter. He gets taken out though.
Yeah, they do a better job of trying to defend this though with this level 3 up. They managed to kill.
Yeah, and I mean payload maps, which we'll get into next, are all about pushing the cart. Koth maps are all about holding the carts. And in some ways, these teams are completely even. But then you look at the scoreboard, and it's like Liverpool's just not getting captures done. You know, like they finally do now. But how long were they just fighting like around the point? You know, and then look, Kitty's just pushing in, and Liverpool is not contesting this. So they're just going to get the point back immediately after all that hard work from Liverpool.
James might be popping off. I don't know. Crime managed to try and get the kill, maybe. It's a decent shot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
Pressure comes in, but yeah, Kitty's playing more as a unit, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, and it's the objective, the strategic gaming. I mean, there's a lot. I've been struggling it with my team that I've been playing with recently on Koth. There's a lot of just kind of raw game theory things that you need to do on Koth. Stuff you need to pay attention to, and not saying that Liverpool aren't doing that, but Kitty have done a better job at that, of playing the game of Koth. And right now Liverpool's scrambling to get somebody on the point. Not really. I say that, but not really.
Everyone right? Did eXtine. Can't get on the point if you did.
I know, I'm sorry. The words came out of my mouth, and then I realized there was 5 players not trying to stop this game from ending, you know. But
it's too much damage.
Oh well. Seemed like they rolled over a while ago. You know, you gotta pay attention though when those corner kicks are taken though. Am I right?
Fair play. But yeah, Kitty taking that pretty decisively in a 3-0. Just a lot more cohesive play, I think, from them. I mean, looking at these logs, we've got Newbie and Olga doing so much damage for Liverpool, but even through that, they're just not able to kind of consolidate on the picks. So you've got, like, you know, the likes of Fridge going 23 kills. You've got Lightcore on 25 kills. You know, just these big sort of fragging classes on this map in particular, and they know how to play around it, which is why it works so well.
And again, there's one of these things, though, that, you know, also at the end of the day, you kind of have to look at things of like, okay, well, Olga got 2 more frags than Pluxa, but Pluxa died 4 less times.
Yeah.
You know, and he did more damage, but also at the end of the day, like, what would you rather want, you know? Your demo to just be alive more, to just be threatening, you know, or to actually just get damage and get kills, but your team not get any rounds, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a lot of the time about just presence, like not like the best teams will understand their class's presence, and this comes down to like demo, heavy pyro and sniper in particular. Like if you just have them sitting there alive on the other side of the map, buffed. And then their team's going to try and come into you collectively against like a sentry, and then also like you're 1 pick down or something. It's like it starts adding up, and it's all this pressure that they're able to kind of collect on. And then if they collapse on it, then with like a good Uber in particular, then that's kind of where the frags come from. And yeah, Kitty did that in particular.
Yeah, I mean they've shown a lot of discipline. All the games that I've seen from them, again, playing this very strong. I think they're going to be a force to watch out for on Badwater here. I think Liverpool's, you know, going to have to get their strategies together for this second leg if they want to kind of, you know, survive and keep this rolling, because it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one to play against the Russians here on Badwater, especially with the cohesion that they just kind of showed and the the danger from their spy as well, Porter. I mean, you get into a payload map, I feel like a spy is even more important. I mean, what's your take on that?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, because on offense, your spy is the main one responsible for like killing the teleporters and the sentry guns, and well, on defense, your spy can kill the offensive teleporters in particular. So that's always a big nuisance if the spy is doing that. Porter's just been doing a lot of work. It's that presence thing of like people have got to constantly turn around. Like maybe their pyro or their heavy wasn't turning around as much. He's able to get the stabs onto James, the stabs onto Olga, and at the right times as well. Like that's the key thing. You can't just do it like randomly. He's doing it in the team fights and when they're trying to push in, and it just changes the fight just instantly. For his team. So it's been definitely an impact player. But what I'm hoping to see really is the fact that it's payload and it's more linear. Maybe the play style will change for how the flanks worked in particular on the side of Liverpool. A newbie I know sort of knows every single bomb ever on any map. So maybe his experience will come in on this map in particular, try and get the med picks, that sort of thing. But if they play around James more, I think, try and protect him and also call out the spy and actually disrespect the spy. And set up their NG properly for the defenses, I'm sure they'll probably perform a lot better.
What did you feel about the engineer battle in that first map, and any thoughts on how that might work out here on Badwater?
To be fair, like with the sentry presence on like that map in particular, it's always a bit weird because you've got the shutter to protect, and the good NGs will kind of know how to abuse that. But end of the day, it kind of comes down to the spy and also like the team presence on the point. Kitty had more team presence on the point overall, so they were able to kind of neglect it a bit better. But NG definitely having more of an impact on Badwater, especially on the third point, obviously, with the window spot. So they just need to make sure they protect that.
Yeah. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll be best of 3 sets here on Badwater. And this is the Div 1 Grand Finals. Production by Wiethoofd. I'm eXtine, joined by Buck. Should be getting underway here shortly.
Who are you looking to like have sort of maybe more presence in this game, like in terms of class-wise for each team, maybe?
I think that Kirik is definitely going to be pretty clutch. Maybe Croy just getting some involvement. Claw did really big work, but it is about that kind of cohesion. Interesting that we talked about that soldier battle. Crime not as good in the stat score line, but his team performed better. So that's something else to kind of keep an eye on if the team is playing behind Nubby.
Yeah, no, definitely I agree. Like if the end of the day, if your team ends up winning the fights and overall and winning the games overall, that's all that really matters. Like I mean, obviously individual performance is a thing, but maybe he's like the distraction play. It can just be like that sometimes. And like Claw, obviously, he's probably playing a lot on the beam with Pahan. Playing like the likes of May and Viljack. So taking from those kind of prim scouts. He's taking that experience forward, taking the DM forwards. But I mean, on Payload, his role kind of changes, I guess.
It looks like they didn't exactly config. We were still on a COD config. So players, thankfully, though, caught that. Looks like we have quick re-exec. And we are live again. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Deja Vu, map 2 of our Division 1 Grand Final. Badwater underway here. Liverpool FC versus Kiti S. Bakenbardami. Kiti S. Bakenbardami, the winners of our first map. Taking Coal Plant 3-0. They could put it away here. Or we can go to map 3, goalie wash. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that Liverpool don't take the sort of defeat on Coal Plant too badly, and they're kind of just they're collecting themselves for this Payload map. It's a completely different change of pace. The Ubers are definitely more important here than on Koth, just purely because you need to do more with them in terms of sentry killing and trying to get their med as well, maybe getting a sniper pick so you can protect your own sniper, that sort of thing. But yeah, we'll see how these stat players go. I'm not actually seeing the sentry just yet. I think he's bringing it in now.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, he's a little slow on it, but we'll see what Liverpool can do here. Traditionally, strong focus on coaching. and hopefully their coach bangs some heads together, and they've figured it out. We do have the Pyromaniac busting out the jetpack, flying in here with the demo man. Nubby gonna get a kill on Fridge. They get the dispenser, but otherwise shoved away.
I'm not really sure why Nubby decided to... Like, okay, so basically Nubby bombed in there, he had all the space, but he then decides to shoot his rockets onto the sniper rather than the mid, and then James just feeds, and then the sniper's back up again, and the telly's still up, and now he's in again. So that was basically neglected. That's kind of weird decision making from him to be there.
Yeah, a little questionable. I mean, you got to try to just get what you can done. He got off frag. They haven't really been able to follow off on it, you know, with James getting other snipes. And they've gotten the cart to the tunnel, which also is not necessarily that huge of an accomplishment, just in terms of how teams play this defense.
No. The big punch kill coming in from Extra Solar, typical Extra Solar. But yeah, maybe finding that snipe Fridge onto James, and this sentry's just being air blasted away with the projectiles. We're still keeping it alive, and I think they need to go for another force play. There's not really been much attempt on that, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, that is something you just got to do. Nubby coming in here, but getting completely shoved away. The Pyro also reflecting. Nubby doesn't even hit the ground, I don't think.
Oh, this is terrible, Uber. Oh, Jesus, okay. They're just going to be, like, kiting this completely. It's probably going to get no one. Demo goes down. Pahan's still safe. Like, they've called the sniper as well. They're dealing with this so well right now, Kitty. Like, they're really calm and collected. They're not kind of panicking. The Uber gets popped, though. I think that's probably just a safety Uber, maybe. He's going to be rebuilding it.
Yeah, keep some players up. Bashi is down right now. Fluxa getting healed up. Players doing pretty good, and also James getting sniped down by Fridge. Continue to perform well there. There goes the Devilman and Nubby.
And DQC's been doing really well in this part right now for the defense. Like, you know, I mean, if you've got one person that's going to be denying them, you know, DQC's got a ton of experience. Even it was mainly on Soldier, so, you know, on Pyroclast denying the Soldier that he's used to playing, you know, who else would you want, really?
Yeah, heavy weapons guy down for Liverpool. 2 minutes left on the clock. Not going to be any stoppage time here if they can't get this first point.
Croy, almost gets for it. Bashi and doing a good job of denying that.
Demo Man getting sniped down again as well. And Lightclaw even feeling real aggro here, pushing forward on the ramp.
They just need a bit more cohesion and like a bit more of a plan. Like they're still, maybe they're taking exchange, but like they're still feeding players. Like, I mean, Austin's kind of the only one with any sort of amount of points, really. Not just walking in here, but again, Pyro's going to be denying them. DQC doing a good job. Pyro gets dropped, Demo dies, and Newbie's going to probably die as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Banner popped out here as well. That's the battalion's backup, so
smart.
That's gonna help out with the defense as well.
Austin! He peeks this ball and he gets picked up by Just Crime and Lightclaw. So 2 people coming in there. I mean, they die for it. But, big jump actually. I guess a sentry, but again, Medic's still alive.
Yeah, finally there. Hugo getting the gun. Stab from Psycho as well. Oh, turns into a double stab. Also gets Marissa. Yeah, that was quite nice. Bashi up top. The cart rolling forward. 45 seconds left on the clock. Oh, but we have Lightclaw here. Oh, and Crime. Crime very low health, but surviving. 35 seconds left on the clock now, but the car is close.
How are they dying to Bashi?
And the heavy weapons guy. Heavy weapons guy, though, pushing forward. Should be able to get this capture for Liverpool. The cart, Pyro's on the cart, though. He stops it, and they get the kill. No capture. 20 seconds. You could breathe on it to push it. Hugo is here. Somehow he does not get it either.
What? Okay, they didn't push with heals. Like, Pan dies. All they needed to do was group, and they didn't group at all. Now they're just feeding. So Newbie bombs in. He's gonna get that. Fridge is gonna SMG the cluster down pretty calmly. Some people are trying to decloak on this.
We got the 3 seconds of overtime here. Yeah. The scout on the cart. The spy, Scout's trying to get out of here as well. It's not gonna happen. A first point stop. Russians holding it down, stopping the invasion. Liverpool cannot get it done.
I'm just going to say, like, their comms are going to be really bad, because for that to happen in a grand final, I do not want to imagine what their comms are like right now, because I would hate for that to happen.
They're in tatters. They're in tatters.
Yeah.
But then again, it's almost like being down 3-0 at halftime, right?
Either way, it's bad news.
I spent a lot of time in Europe recently. I'm up on the soccer memes, you know.
I'm not a big watcher myself, to be fair, but
Yeah, well, I mean, Liverpool are going to need a similar miracle at this point because they've lost Coal Plant. They are basically completely facing a really, really tough situation here. I mean, if they hold them, I don't even know what the rule book says for Highlander. What happens if you get the double hold?
well, I mean, at the moment, so this is the first round, obviously. So
Right.
this might be like a quick round for Kitty
Right.
potentially. So we'll have to see if they can take it back in the other 2 rounds.
Well, but theoretically, real quick, if Liverpool were to hold here, what happens?
I actually don't know. I think it just
You
goes
just
like around.
you just do
this,
it
like-
again?
Well, I think they win. To be fair, if they hold this.
Yeah. yeah.
Or something like that, I'm not sure. Oh, but they get the force out in the first sack wave. Okay. So Kitty must be pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
Fans sitting in sworn.
I'm still curious if Liverpool were to get off the miracle hold here, what the
This is
technical
like the
ruling of the
mind-boggling puzzle,
score,
like,
yeah, what the score
It's
would
gonna
be.
haunt you
But
forever.
it's gonna be rough here. You know, this set. I mean, obviously they still have the next set, but this set extremely rough. Cart already in an advanced spot. The defense already in tatters.
Yeah, they're doing an okay-ish job.
Oh,
maybe.
heavy weapons guy, no, is ripped. He's gonna go down. He's so weak. He
Oh,
got
on
the
the
health
call.
pack though. But yeah, the cart getting even further here now. The scout ready to push it. Lightclaw is here. Demo Man is weak. Scout in retreat.
They're leaving even
They're
though
not
they
even.
can't.
Yeah, they're just trying to survive. Lightclaw throws out a question mark.
Yeah, God, Lightclaw on 26
Ouch.
points. Absolutely insane players coming out from him, but yeah, I don't know. Liverpool, at this point, they just need to have a plan and they all need to follow it because they're all over the place right now. You've got people sacking
Yeah.
in one by one, which I don't know why Newbie's sacking in alone either on Payload. It just won't happen against the Sentry. But at the moment, yes, it's a bit of a situation.
Yeah, we should be on live here. Yeah, indeed. Both teams readying up. And yeah, that was insane here. We're going to see the Russians on offense here. And indeed, Liverpool are in desperate situation. They need to win this
They
set.
need to win.
They win the next set, and then they need to win goalie wash. So if they get to goalie wash, you get a little bit of breathing room. But right now, like, if you lose this first point defense again quick, like, oh man, like, it, you know, for the Russians, it's just on. Like, people are going to be breaking out bottles of vodka, you know, like, as soon as they capture the second point, you know, like, it's not going to go well if the Russians get a good time on offense here, and then Liverpool has to push into that again. It's not going to end well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is as well, like, Kitty's probably feeling very chill right now, like, you know, with the relaxed kind of atmosphere, you know, they've already got this much time, they've already got this many rounds down, they can kind of take their time to think about it, and they've still got the comms coming through as well, it's going to be probably a lot less cluttered.
And it wasn't like they won that round, but it took them 3 minutes to capture one. I mean, like, that was a fast capture of one, you know, any way you cut it. The defense did not stand tall there. Yeah, that helps.
Changes the quick edge shot. Sackway comes in though, Demo comes in. The crime a bit delayed actually on this as well as DQZ, so yeah.
This is better.
Ooh. Oh, Austin was actually in the shutter sort of area actually, so for that first Sackway, so well played.
Okay. Yeah, the defense of Liverpool a little bit reformed. Their structure holding a little bit better.
They seem to be all pushing. Actually, no, they're pushing someone with a few players. Sack comes in again. Horror Soldier. Oh yeah, that was a perfectly timed sat. If you ever need an example of a sat, that was definitely it. Kind of questionable positioning from a few players on Liverpool because, like, if you got the sentry far back, I like to kind of play really forwards on, like, heavy, for example, and have your pyro just ready to reflect. But I mean, you know, pyro jetpack comes in, Demo comes in, Soldier comes in, easy force. So I'm going to be walking out here with the pressure from Hill.
Yeah, and Russians still have a significant player advantage. 2 players 3 seconds up from respawning. The Russians pushing hard on the cart. They get the heavy
Austin
weapons
should
guy.
leave.
Yeah, continuing to surge forward here. Pluxa trying to frag out the red demo man. Liverpool's demo man just hiding.
No way.
Oh,
he gets 1 point from the sniper as well. Plucks are going absolutely huge right now. That was a sick shot. Austin's really far back. So afraid for his life, but he's going to be living here. Does have slight ad. They're just going to give up second. I honestly don't blame them for giving second here. Just going to get a third hole, but their engine needs to be up here quite quickly, I think.
Yeah, they're getting, maybe it's just Psycho. Yeah, they are just trying to sneak a few players out here. The Spy getting behind. He's going to get the stab on Fridge. That's kind of a why not. Always got to go for that. He will go down afterwards, though. And it does kind of free up James to get a couple shots down the tracks.
Yeah, he'll be playing safe for now. They're trying to set up the sentry. The fight needs to not die here. This needs to get heals. Psycho's like not allowed to give them intel on where they are, but they're going to be sort of in boiler, I think, for now. Fridge is down. He's going to be sort of walking back until he's not set up. Actually, he's already set up, so Marissa doing a pretty good job with that tele already. He'll be trying to walk themselves through boiler, but they don't have Ruby yet. But they're going to be very quickly coming up to it.
Yeah, they're just kind of taking their time right now. They are getting a lot of free space on this push, though. Look at Lightclaw just pushing this cart for free. Finally gets a response, but he's gotten it quite a bit of the way to the point.
Ooh, poor though. Gets the frag onto the demo. That's quite big actually if you're trying to push boiler. There's no spam. Well, not as much spam coming into it. They just need to play around the sentry and play around James right now. I feel like James is still on form. Still got those shots coming in. Maybe, you know, imagine to kill Fridge, that's the main thing. But they're just going to walk in on tracks. There's literally no pressure here because of the demo being dead. And yeah, it's going to sort of walk in here with DQZ. Uber's going to get exchanged. Uber's being used onto a sandwich eating heavy, questionable. Nobody going to be taking the brunt of this now. He's going to try to walk in, holds W, manages to kill the mid. Going to get return frag though, plucks up with some big pipes. And there's only 3 up right now for Liverpool. So after all that defense, so they just need to hold W now. Okay. Ooh, yeah,
that's a great capture. I mean, at least there was a bit of a defense there. It wasn't a complete roll on 3. The unfortunate thing is, though, right now, they just don't have any defense. They don't have any sentry gun going up. So, you know, yeah, look at Kitty. They're bombing in.
No
2
way.
players and huge. Oh, what a rocket from Prime.
What a bomb. That was the weirdest thing about that was the fact it was blind. They had no idea where they were. They just kind of bombed in, assumed they were under. Austin had no idea it was coming, and then dies to it. That was huge. Yeah,
great rocket through the shutter as Austin was running away. Boshi also gets some free cart time, getting some kills at the end of it. 50% Ubercharge on Pahan. They're trying to kind of dry push in here just to keep the pressure up. And Sentry set up on the backside. Did just get sapped there, though. Oh, the engineer does get back to it. No, Demo Man takes it out.
Yeah, so much pressure coming in from Kitty right now. They got the sniper in map room, the demo in map room. They really have to pushing. Bosch is just on the kill.
And here comes Porter behind the heavy weapons guy. Gonna miss the stab though.
Yeah,
unlucky. Defense will hold for now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a bit mistimed from Kitty, because I mean, there's still some people in map room going in when like 4 other players had gone in already. But Kitty going to be trying to build up this level 3 again, as Pahan actually sitting on 100%, so they probably, I don't know if they know they have ad here, because they probably would have already gone in, maybe they're just waiting for players.
Well, they should have, because they got the kill on Austin there, but you're right, they have been a little bit slow here. They're going to be coming out map room. Actually going to be too slow to use this Ubercharge advantage. Actually, backstab from behind gets the Demo Man. Oh no, sorry, that was Porter, the map room backstab. Austin missed. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Austin just getting complete.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, like that was just miscommunication on a whole new level. I don't know what happened there. I mean, he used it onto this pyro and then decided to walk up the ramp to maybe try and connect up with Extra, not realizing how far forward Extra had already gone. And then they're just going to come in from ramp now. So yeah, going to be pushing off these picks. So I think this is going to be a possible cap here. It's 3 down, Austin down already.
Yeah, without the heavy weapons guy, that's going to put him at a bit of a disadvantage. Sentry Guns was doing pretty good work, but the Saps will come in on it now. Pyro trying to finish it off as well. Newbie and Austin just trying to fight this out. A lot of players forward here. Oh, they do get the capture. Nicely done. Yeah. Marissa pushing forward. Good aggression from the engineer. That's what you got to do. You got to get out there. And that's going to be 5:34.
Yeah. not probably the time they were hoping for. I mean, the thing is, that third hold wasn't, like, they backed out a second to try and get the third hold, but then, you know, this is why you have to be so careful, because all it takes is, like, the spy to get a demo pick, and then people don't rotate to, like, take care of the space that the demo would have been watching. And then they just abuse it, like, just walking tracks, no demo to stop them. Sentry's not going to stop every single person ever. So, yeah, really well played by Kiti to try and get that plays in.
Yeah, you kind of end up with these like waterfall effects sometimes when the defenses are kind of going okay, you know, where you're like, oh no, we're like holding them back, it's fine, and then they gave up a lot of cart time, and they're like, no, it's fine, we still have an engineer, but it's like there's 6 out of 9 or something, and then, you know, and you're like, no, it's fine, you're still like really aggressively trying to hold it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, we have 3 players up, and we are completely dead on third, they captured it anyways, and now we have no engineer for another 5 seconds, you know, we just can't get anything up. So this is going to be extremely rough for Liverpool. 4.5 minutes is what they had to capture the first point in the first set. They were unable to do so. 5.5 minutes is what they have to capture all 4 points in this set.
Really fast bombing though. Just get some decent damage onto Pahan in the first sack as well. Managed to get that. So yeah, really well played by Hugo there. Really decent damage onto Pahan.
Yeah, certainly a good start to things. Getting the Ubercharge used, getting the Demo Man killed. He's going to respawn shortly here. We'll take the teleporter through. The follow-up bomb from Newbie. Trying to come in here. He's actually going to get gunned down, which is unfortunate. Fridge getting the credit for it. James also getting spot behind rocks. Ubercharge coming out here, but they're getting separated. The medic thrown all the way back towards spawn. Has to climb all the way back up cliff. Lightclaw behind, chasing this medic down. Lightclaw will get the kill.
God. Gets in the back. Newbie comes in there for a bit of a return bomb. I'm not going to find it. Level 1 again off for Marissa. Yeah, just a bit of some advice, I guess, for people watching. Like, that's always the risk if their pyro is alive and you have Uber and you try and go cliff with it. Their pyro just looks at the floor and you all go flying into the sky. So you probably want to Uber from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's certainly unintentional or unfortunate result for them. They're trying to push the cart out here from tunnel. Without this sentry gun being a very high level, are able to kind of get out here, but now the damage coming in from above, the high ground is superior.
They're trying to pressure this cart though. I mean, Austin say with the heals, I don't know if they know this. I mean, Banner comes out from Prime as well, taking a lot of damage from Trouble's extra, actually going to find that. Managing to kill the flank himself actually, only 4 up right now, but I don't know whether they know this. They pop Uber in return. They're going to try and maybe get out with this. I mean, teleport, I don't know where this heavy just came from, but that was a weird fight going on right now.
Yeah, good job though by Kiti being able to back up.
The clutch snipe!
Wow, yeah.
Pahan goes, that's going to be huge. James just like maybe got his team in some space with that. Trap's going to be dead as well. Oh, the spy getting the demo though, going to slow their push down a lot, but they still have this 100% ad, so they need to just play this slow.
Yeah, that might not matter too much on the Demo Man.
Oh god.
Now these other plays going down. Boshi trading there. Newbie picking up the pack. He wants some heals. He wanted an arrow so he can get more forward, but Austin still tucked around the corner, very scared of Fridge. Transferring over to the left-hand side now. 3 minutes on the clock.
They just need to like have a plan here and just think about where they want to push from. Do they want to go Payload or do they want to go through main? And then just make sure that Austin doesn't die. I mean, Paul isn't behind. He's just going to try and knife him. Unfortunate for him, to be fair, but they're 2 down right now on the defense. Got some space, maybe. But they're still got to deal with the sentry. Psycho getting the demo like Poor did, actually, to Olga before. So really well played by him. But Fridge with the pick onto the demo. That's not going to go well for them.
Yeah, that's a big loss for sure, because now with this Ubercharge, what are you going to throw up at that sentry gun? All they can do with this Ubercharge is try to run forward players underneath it. So the Pyro gets shut down. Psycho walking forward, which actually the Wrangler trying to turn his attention onto Psycho. And then, yeah, Crime even just completely picking him off. Crime also able to jump backwards to safety to get heals. Big play there. He's got a pack. That's the battalion's backup. He's blown the horn. But how it works is you can click it, and then when you let go, it's when the effect goes off. There you have it.
It's going to be popping it kind of for not much reason, though, but Pahan's alive, it's going to be pretty much chilling on 100%. I think with that push before, like, the main thing was they lost their demo and they didn't see their soldier with them. At that point, they should have just called it off and just got Austin out. In my opinion, like they could have just saved it for another day. Big bomb comes in, but Austin not going to be dying just yet.
Yeah, nice attempt there from Crime to get out there. We have flares coming over, putting on some pressure on James. He's going to be able to snipe and goes down.
Oh, God.
Detonator, take care of business there. Here comes the Uber charge, but we have the Pyro down low on the ground, reflects it back a bit. They're going to be able to shove it back even further.
This
is rough.
Scrappy fight right now. No focus onto this gun though, like in this entire time, and it's the reason why none of these pushes are working. Psycho going with the Enforcer strat just to try and kill this. It's on really low health, but going to be keeping it up as Marissa. Doing a really good job of defending that. James coming in with some consolidation frags, but I don't think they're going to get much space here. Oh, the big snipe though! Wow, James is coming huge with these mid picks.
Yeah, that was a big snipe for sure, but there's nobody here to push the cart. Newbie fighting on the side does get the kill on Crime. Gonna spend his time taunting. We'll get an arrow heal. I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference, but you know, there is a game to play. There is a cart to push. Demo Man to frag as he jumps across and gets the kill there. But this sentry gun still stiffing the Liverpool offense. Big Dave tries to get on the cart, stab down. The engineer stabbed down. Porter, huge defense here.
Yeah, like
12 seconds left.
Yeah, this is pretty much dead time now. Marissa doing really good just trying to keep that sentry alive, but I mean, it wasn't really the fact that it was him keeping it alive, it was just the lack of pressure onto it. And the sentry was just blocking pretty much every single entrance they tried to do down the center, because like they were coming in one at a time. Like if it was the whole team in with the demo and the soldier and stuff, they would have died pretty quick. But yeah, Liverpool probably not going to be feeling too great after that, especially after that sort of first point defense. But yeah, Key, I think sort of well deserved.
Oh yeah,
win there after all that sort of damage and the cohesive pushes and the defenses and the picks they were getting at the right times. We all play to them.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, I was speaking with somebody just kind of about kind of map pick processes and kind of some generic philosophical concepts about TF2, and you know, competitive TF2, you know, should be, you know, whatever the format is, whether it's Highlander or sixes, you know, we're trying to find the best players, and there should be some sort of challenge of, you know, versatility of, you know, different maps, you know, different scenarios. You know, we're not just playing one map, you know, one setup over and over. Teams have to show a little bit of variety. And Kitty S. Barton Bottom, sorry, I wasn't looking at their name, so I did not say that right. But I can't remember that one if it's not written in front of me. But Kitty S. Bakenbardami, there you go. They just really showed their dominance of, you know, both King of the Hill maps and Payload maps here tonight, you know, strategically, not just through deathmatch. I mean, obviously they put a lot of strong deathmatch on the board, but, you know, definitely looking at Newbie and looking at James, the deathmatch was there from Liverpool. Yep. It just comes down to strategy and tactics, and Kitty S. Bakenbardami certainly displayed their dominance on both Koth and Payload. We didn't even need to see how they would do on 5 control points.